Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Most Low Budget Movie Reviews. I am your host, Clarence. Thank you for tuning in. In today's episode, I wanted to get another one of my suggestions out of the way before I got to the new stuff this weekend. And there is at least one movie I'm going to watch in the theaters, maybe two, so stay tuned for that in case I have time. But today I have another Shudder original called Superhost. And I said it once and I'll say it again. I don't think I've seen a bad Shudder original, at least not yet anyway. That is the place to go for horror and thrillers, although someone told me I need to check out another service called Screambox. So I will do that at some point and maybe have some type of comparison with their originals and see what they have in store. But anyway, Superhost is listed as a horror mystery thriller and is a little under 90 minutes. So what is this one about? Well, we start out with some social media influencers doing a travel type vlog. Now, they didn't partner with YouTube, the movie didn't, so they never really say it, but you kind of get that indication since they do things like click on the notification bell, so it's clear what they were going for here. They're going to this place that has been booked up for a long time, and there are a couple as well, so they're not just, channel partners. Now, they get there, and the code doesn't work. So off to a bad start. And there's really spotty phone service at best. So they start shooting their first reaction video when the owner pops up out of nowhere to help them get in. And that's actually where I'm going to stop. Because from there they continue to try and shoot their content, but the owner just keeps popping in and her behavior gets more and more strange and something just seems off about her. But what is it? So what did the pros think? Well, they came in at a very impressed 85% on 27 reviews, with the audience at 50% on just over 50 reviews. So pretty close, pretty similar. But who did I agree with more? Well, first let me get to these positives. And the setup and story are nothing you haven't seen before or heard before. Go to a rental, things are not as they appear to be, but you stay anyway, and then things go left. That's done a million times. But the execution here was pretty solid. I also like the backdrop of them and their channel. Now, normally with these social media influencer type movies, there's always someone that's super popular and they're doing great. In this case, I like how they showed the other side, how they were growing and popular, but now they're kind of on the downside of things and trying to figure out how to adjust the content and get it back on top, which kind of plays into, them staying and all of that. So it was a refreshing change of pace there. The performances were solid, but let me be clear. Gracie Gillum, I think that's how you say her name, who plays the host owner, Rebecca, of the house, she's worth watching this movie alone. In fact, she saved it from being just another paint-by-numbers, ho-hum thriller. Her crazy woman persona was incredible, and she really seemed unhinged. You guys know I usually don't do any kind of research, but I had to look her up because I hadn't seen her before, and she only has one other credit, and that one hasn't been rated at all. So I don't know what kind of range she has, but first impressions, she was really good. However, let me get to these negatives and why the audience didn't like it that much. The couple was just entirely too stupid and cowardly to identify with. Even the weakest person, you would think they would either use better common sense or fight back at some point, maybe. I mean, it was just one regular woman. Yes, she's crazy, but she wasn't like physically imposing or anything. And it's two of them. It's broad daylight, so it's not like she can sneak up on them or anything. The audience just really got frustrated with the couple not picking up a weapon from the fully stocked kitchen, some kind of knife or something. And at one point, dude actually got a fire poker, never once swung it, and just dropped it at some point and ran away. They were basically just too stupid to live or feel sorry for. I really wish they would have used practical effects all the way through. A couple times they used CGI and it didn't look real or all that great. A movie like this with a low body count needs to be more grimy and graphic. Practical effects would have been way better. And finally, the lack of originality hurt this one because of all the stuff I just mentioned before. Like I said, it was executed fine, but it really needed some sort of twist or turn to make it fully work. because of the way they had the couple structured. I literally paused it when it got to the house and wrote down everything I thought that was going to happen, and I was 100% spot on. I didn't miss anything, down to the air quotes twist, which, like I said, wasn't really a twist. You saw it coming a mile away. But I don't want to beat this one up too much. Did I enjoy it? And yes, actually, I'm going to say I enjoyed this quite a bit. I'm going to put this one right at a 75% on the Rotten scale. Even though it lacked originality and the couple made poor decisions to keep the story going, because most people would have either left or beat the brakes off that lady, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, again, if she's at my door knocking and I got somebody with me, yeah, come on in so we can handle that business. You can get this work, get these hands. But yeah, anyway, they executed what they wanted just fine. And like I said, the crazy lady's performance is worth a watch in and of itself. So I forgave the shortcomings of some of the other stuff more so than the audience did. Now, the audience just could not connect or identify with this couple being just so stupid and just so inept at defending themselves, or even trying to defend themselves. If they would have made them try to defend themselves and it just didn't work out, that would have been better than them just not trying at all. But yeah, you guys let me know. I think, like I said, Gracie's performance alone is worth the watch. And the audience, I think, put too much emphasis on the couple part and not the crazy lady part. So you guys check it out and you let me know if I'm off or if you agree with me. With that being said, I'm going to close it out right here. If this is your first time, don't make it your last. This has been a Podbean production, mostly low-budget movie reviews with Clarence. Thank you again for the support. I appreciate it. And don't forget to go check out the TikTok, same name. I do little short, condensed things over there that I don't do here. And if you don't have time to listen to the whole review, like I said, my reviews are usually 10 minutes or less. I definitely do a little short synopsis over there as well. If you have a minute or a minute 30 to get a movie in or a suggestion in, definitely go check the TikTok out. But yeah, thank you once again. I will be back again this weekend. I have at least one other movie I'm doing from the theater. Like I said, maybe two if I have time. But football playoffs this weekend, I don't know. So we'll see. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.